ability to tell stories and to be able to teach within those stories. Like I gave you the example about, you'll never forget the stories I told you. I
Yeah.
told you the story about Michael. If I say, well, what's the story about Michael about? You're going to be like, the lady walking for her grandson.
Yeah.
What was the memory that I had that I told you about? The kid in the juvenile detention center. You remember he was getting a job when you was there for speaking engagement. It's because I have mastered storytelling. I understand this. Anytime I tell you something, make a point, or I want to teach you something, or anything, my ability to attach a story to it is what's going to make it powerful. The title of that book, Overcome Your Empty Closet, has no relevance to you until I tell you the story.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's when he was standing in front of his daddy's empty closet. So that's why I wrote that book. I created a storytelling formula that I use. I've written over 2,500 stories with that formula. Y'all see me doing all those videos and stuff. I
Yeah.
do those on the top of my head because I have the formula in my head. I just get an idea, but I talk to all my friends or strangers, and when they tell me something, I just write down, what I like to, I'll write down an idea, and then I will go and record 20 videos sometimes straight back to back off all the ideas that I had. You know what I'm saying? But so that's the third book about impact storytelling, man. Teaching people how to tell stories.
Yeah. Now that shit flew over my head because I've never thought about it like that before. Like when you're trying to teach someone, connecting it with a story. So is it, I'm kind of grasping it. So is it kind of like, you can always walk up to someone like in the middle of the street, try to teach them a lesson that you learned, but like they won't really resonate with them. It won't stick with them. But
Uh-uh.
it's a story that connects it and keeps it in their head, lets them always remember it and connect with that. Is that kind of how
Yeah.
it works?
Yeah. So give me an example. Tell me about a time in your life that
Oh,
something happened that you remember. Just tell me something.
yeah. One time I was with my friends and I ended up blacking out, and like I was on like substances, we'll say. So
Mhm.
that was one time. I remember that vividly.
Okay. What did you learn from that?
Shit. The importance of like responsibility and not doing some dumb shit to like impress people.
Mm-hmm. So
Yeah.
let's say you was standing in front of a bunch of kids and you want to teach them about responsibility, and you just stand up to them and say, you know what I've learned that in life, um, it's important that we take responsibility for the things we do because you never know when you can do something that could be your last day. One day, man, I was just like some of you all. I decided I was going to try some drugs or some substances, and it was all good. I was having a good time, but I was being very irresponsible. And when I was with my friends, I took something in, and the next thing I know, I blacked out. I woke up and I realized in that moment that I could have died. My mama would have to bury me at a young age. My friends will lose me. I will die as a person that died of a substance because I was irresponsible. But because I got a second chance in life today, I want to take this moment to encourage you to be responsible about the decisions that you make because you may make a decision and you may black out and you may never wake up from it again. See,
Shit.
they will never forget that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just taking a story, a situation, no matter how short it is,
Hmm.
and attaching a life lesson. Like I could take that story and told that to kids, and they will remember it. They be like, and I
Yeah.
call it the blackout. They were like, you want to be careful and like don't be irresponsible because you might have the blackout. It's
Yeah.
so much to do. So my gift
Hmm.
is storytelling. I just simplified it, and a lot of people can tell stories that make a point and to be able to stay on message. It is hard for people. If
Yeah.
people see me drop little minute videos, they don't realize it's easier to tell a 30-minute story than a 30-second story, just like I did with your story.
Yeah.
That's very hard to do if you don't know what you're doing.